Alright, what's up everybody? Gonna do some live stuff. Let me try and figure this out. Alright. Gonna be smoking a couple different things. Alright, what's up everybody? Starting to join. This is the first time I'm really doing the Facebook Live. If you've never done live before, you'll see there's a little chat bar down there. So just go ahead and hit that chat bar. You can send me some messages. I'm packing a pipe right now. Alright. Right now I'm going to be smoking some of this Barbados Plantation. It's a aromatic, and it's probably one of my favorite aromatics right now. And inside it is a, well, I'm smoking it in a Dagner pipe. What, baby? Okay. 808 Piper, what's up, man? Thanks. Love your videos. I appreciate that. Unfortunately, I don't film as much as I'd like, but that's usually because I'm busy or I don't feel like smoking anything at the time. Hey, stop it! I'm yelling at Bailey down here. Let me see if I can show you. Get back, you turkey. This guy's a little pain in my ass, let me tell you. Pain in my ass. He looks cute, but don't let his looks fool you. There we go. 808 Piper, what's your question, man? Ask and you shall receive an answer. Hey! Look at these guys fighting over here. You leave her alone. You can take a shit for everybody? I know he's pissing. You pee like a girl. Pain in my ass. You can't see, but in the very back there behind that pallet, there's a zombie cat. She wants to come over here because she knows I'm smoking a pipe right now. And as you can see, he will not let her do it. What's up? How do you pronounce your name? Joachim from Sweden. Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it. Alright, leave her alone, man. Leave her alone, Bailey. Alright. Gotta fire this pipe up. Alright, 808 Piper says, what pipe chat does everyone go on to chat with? I don't know what you mean by that. I don't chat with anybody. For me, I usually just interact. I get a ton of comments every day on my videos. So every day I'm responding to comments. And then some of my closer friends, you know, friends that I've made here on the community, like the Dagners and, you know, Chris Morgan and Jason McNary and all these guys that you might see in my videos. Those guys we usually keep we chat with on Voxer, or we'll text each other, or, you know, We have any number of ways, but as far as like going online and chatting, I don't do it. This is the first time I'm actually kind of chatting with you guys, and that's because I'm trying out this YouTube Live for the first time. Normally with my videos, what I like to do is, I have a topic, sit down, film it, edit it, put it out. It's like one video per topic. But a lot of times I come out here and I just, want to have a pipe and I have nothing to talk about. So I'll sit for an hour smoking a pipe, and that's an hour that's gone by that I haven't filmed anything, that I haven't, put on YouTube. Hold on one second. Hey, stop it, turkey. That's an hour wasted as far as, stuff I could be putting on YouTube. So I figure with these, maybe I'll start a series or something, or make it a habit. It'll be called just like this, Live Pipe Smoking Chat. And whenever you see it live, you just hop on there. And if you guys want to smoke a pipe at the same time, you can sit here with me, smoke a pipe, you can chat, ask me questions. Basically this is everything that I wouldn't normally put on a video. So, let's see, so you asked, 808 Piper said, what pipe chat does everyone go on to chat with? I don't know. If you guys who are watching this, if you guys chat online with something else, go ahead and leave a comment for 808 Piper in the chat. Like I said, I don't really chat with anybody unless you go on Facebook and talk on Facebook groups and stuff like that. Again, I don't really do that. Let's see, Joaquim. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. Really like your videos. Thanks. I appreciate it. Hopefully I can do some more. Luis de Leon. Hey, bro. How's it going? What's your favorite pipe tobacco? Oh, man. That's a tough one. Luis wants to know my favorite pipe tobacco. Well, it's not my favorite, but lately I've just been smoking this Barbados Plantation. It is, as you can see, it says smooth and rich, sweet Barbados rum. It's an aromatic, and I really enjoy the smell, the room note. It reminds me of something that I used to smell as a kid, and I used to get all this pipe tobacco when I first started, trying to find that one smell that I used to smell as a kid, that pipe smell, and which is what my uncle must have smoked. Hey, leave her alone! There goes Zombie Cat. And this was it. It was a rum tobacco. So I've been smoking a lot of that. Of course, Sleepy Hollow is probably one of my all-time favorites. Frogmorton Cellar, one of my all-time favorites. Favorite as far as my other favorites, that's probably my favorites. Like my go-tos have been this Barbados Plantation. Oh, you know what's another good one for if you're aromatic is Autumn Evening by Cornell and Deal. Autumn Evening, that I've been smoking a lot of. That's more for an aromatic. To me, that's more of a nicotine kick. So if you like something strong and you also want an aromatic, usually those two don't really go together, but I think Autumn Evening's good. It's a maple flavored aromatic, so it has sort of like that pancake kind of breakfast kind of smell to it. It's really good. Oh, I didn't feed him much. All right, let's see. Mike's Junk. What are your 5 go-to tobaccos? Kind of goes into that same question, Mike. My go-tos right now: Barbados Plantation, Autumn Evening, Sleepy Hollow, any Frogmorton. Frogmorton Cellar. I enjoy Frogmorton on the Town, Frogmorton on the Bayou. Those are good for my non-aromatic go-tos. I brought out here this other one. Larry's Blend. I just rehydrated this, so I might have some of that. That's it. Believe it or not, I'm not a huge connoisseur, maybe, of pipe tobacco. Like, I don't sit there. I used to, buy everything. Just buy as much as I could and stock it up. And if I went into the office and showed you how much stuff I have, you probably shit your pants. And half the stuff I might have only tried once. I just went on this like buying spree, and just bought way too much, more than I could ever possibly smoke. And so I really haven't bought anything for about a year. I've just been trying to smoke everything that I have and narrow things down to go-to stuff. So my go-to stuff, Mike, again, I would probably always have this on hand. I'd always have Autumn Evening on hand. Frogmorton Cellar I would have. Sleepy Hollow I would have. I also like Shortcut to Mushrooms. But some of that stuff I think is going away in 2018 because of these federal laws. So hopefully that doesn't screw things over. Luis De Leon, have a pipe meetup soon. Yeah, we should. I think the last one we had, or last one I went to, was the one where you were at, which was fun. But yeah, seems like I go to a few of them a year, but not any more than that. Lately, it's just been busy with work, family stuff, things like that. Mike's Junk, have you ever tried straight Virginias? Yeah, I like Virginias. I really enjoy Virginias, actually. But as far as straight, I don't know if I've had just straight Virginias. I know it's not, can't be, I don't think it's considered straight Virginia, but isn't Orlick golden sliced Virginia? I'm pretty sure it is. 808 Piper, I live in Maui. There isn't any brick and mortar stores here, and I'm trying to find a pipe chat site to go to buy and trade pipes and tobacco. Shipping costs to Hawaii is crazy. Yeah. My business, I'm in the magic business, so I do ship magic tricks and stuff all over the world. And yeah, Hawaii, when I ship there, it's like, holy crap. Pretty expensive for being in the United States. What is that? Where was that? In the dishwasher?
Is it like grease all over your plate?
Where was that? In the dishwasher or in the sink? Oh no, that's probably. Oh, maybe that's from the ribs. Maybe it's coagulated rib juice. Sorry, talking to my wife. If you're in Hawaii, I don't know. Maybe somebody here in the chat can recommend like a. I don't know. I mean, maybe in. Like I said, maybe some of the have you tried the Facebook groups? I mean, it's not really a chat, but I mean, I know you can create posts and go back and forth. That might be a way of networking, finding if there's anybody else local in Hawaii that would be able to trade with you. Hold on, let me show you a zombie cat. She's creeping out. Come on. She wants so bad to come over here right now. And right now, Bailey is in the house, so she's like free to roam. She's gonna come over here, I know it. For some reason, I can't keep my pipe lit right now because I keep on talking. What's your opinion on corncob pipes, says Thomas Bancroft. God dang it. I just filled this up, so it's probably got air in it. I love corncob pipes. I have a bunch of them. I usually don't smoke them at all, just because I got so many briar pipes. But I think corncobs are great, especially for people just starting out, people on a budget. I get that question all the time. Hey, I'm new to pipes. What kind of pipe should I get? So, hold on. Hey, leave it right on. Hold on. Come on, Bailey, leave her alone. Leave her alone. Watch, she's gonna smack him in the face. It's a good thing she's declawed, dude. Little shithead. A lot of people are new to pipe smoking. They'll ask me that, and I always say get a corncob, especially if you're new, because you don't know if you're gonna like the hobby or not. And not to mention they're cheap. So even if you're like me, you've been smoking pipes for years, they're still good to have. In fact, one time I went to a pipe shop. Come on, you guys. I swear to God, I'm going to kick their ass. Hey, stop it. Stop it. One time I went to a pipe shop, and I just stopped by. I didn't even have a pipe on me. And I was looking for some tobaccos to try out, and it was like, well, let me just buy a corn cob. And right there in the pipe shop, I just bought a corn cob, and I was able to, pack it, start smoking different blends. I mean, I love corn cobs. They're great. Mike says McClellan's Blackwoods is my favorite straight Virginia. I've heard about that one. Like I said, there's a lot of blends, tobaccos that I like, where if Virginias are like the primary, leaf in there, I do enjoy those a lot. Yeah, Zombie Cat is. I feel sorry for her because she loves when I sit here and have a pipe. That's like her, that enjoyment that you get when you have a pipe. That's like her enjoyment when I'm out here having a pipe. Like that's her having a pipe, is me having a pipe. So she'll come out here and want to just chill, but then I got this furry asshole over here who's will not leave her alone, and drives me crazy. Do you like Captain Black? Says Papa Jacka. I've only had it a few times. It's okay. It was okay. I know my brother Evo Masher, who some of you might know. He smokes that. That was mainly like his go-to, just because it was cheap. You can get it at a drugstore. But I always had, like I said before, I went on such a buying spree, especially when I first started, of just hundreds of dollars of tobacco, that I got so much of what I would consider better quality stuff that's usually what I smoke. So I still have some Captain Black back in my little tobacco office, but I haven't smoked it in years. I know it's made by Lane, and Lane makes some pretty good. I like 1Q. I like some of the Lane blends. So I don't have nothing against it. Philip Sanchez, what's up, man? Says, hey, I love the channel, man. How awesome is that beautiful bastard Zombie Cat? What's your take on heavy Latakia blends? Funny story is I remember when I first got into pipe smoking, I think the very first blend I got, non-aromatic blend, I remember it had Latakia in it. It wasn't a primary component, but it had it in it. And I remember I got that. I got the package, and I opened it up, and you open the bag and you smell it, and I thought, what the fuck did I just order? Like, oh man, I remember distinctly, the Latakia smell, right? Smelling it for the first time. So if you try and go back in your own personal experience and try and remember that, that first time I smelt it, and I was like, oh man, pipe smoking ain't gonna be for me. But what I like about Latakia is it's more complex as far as the flavor profiles. Smells like shit as far as room note. But if I want something complex, if I want something that just, I just feel like, more of a full-bodied kind of thing, you can't go wrong with Latakia. I don't know about heavy Latakia. I'm trying to think of a heavy Latakia blend that I have, but I do enjoy Latakia. In fact, I'm pretty sure there's Latakia in Larry's blend. Let's see. I wonder if it even says on there. Traditional Balkan Orientals. Here it is. That were more buttery and amped up with Latakia. A big hit among full-bodied English friends. So that's probably got to be a good full-body Latakia, I would think. David Hill says Latakia tastes like the smell of a urinal cake. I don't know what urinals you're pissing in, David, but I wouldn't say that. But hey, to each their own. I'm not primarily a Latakia guy, though. Lately I've been, I started with aromatics, and then I was kind of like, as I'm getting really into the hobby, and you're reading in on it, and you're hearing other guys, and you're new, so you're really influenced by other people. You start hearing how aromatics suck. It's for newbies. It's for beginners. You should go non-aromatic because you can get the real full taste of the tobacco and all this stuff. And so I started going in non-aromatic stuff. But, lately, and I've always said, pipe smoking, it's about the individual. It's about you. It's about whatever you want to do. I've been going back to aromatics. And because I kind of like the smell. I like a lot of them that are more light on the nicotine. If you could find a good one, good ones won't be so chemically enhanced, so you won't have that chemical taste in your mouth. So yeah, I have nothing against aromatics right now. But I do, so I would say I'm primarily an aromatic pipe smoker who mixes in a non-aromatic to just change the flavor, change the profile in my mouth. So I smoke more aromatic than non at this point. In the future it might be something different. I might switch back. It also depends on the weather. It's kind of cold right now, so I'm kind of leaning towards the non-aromatics during the cold weather. Stop it! Can you see him over there? Little shithead. Shut up! Come here. Bailey! Bailey! I swear to God, a dog doesn't listen. Papa Jaka, do you smoke cigarettes / cigars? Never cigarettes. Tried them once back when I was in, college. And by tried, hold on one sec, because I'm going to kill this fucking dog. Shut up! Bailey!
Hey, you stop it.
Should I let him in?
No, I gotta put the gate back up.
Oh.
Hey.
God, that dog's driving me fucking bonkers. I tried cigarettes before, and by tried, I mean like I might have had one or two, and I barely inhaled because I just thought they were nasty. But I've been smoking cigars. In fact, I started smoking cigars back in, I must have been 18, 19 years old. And occasional, like we go to a friend's house. I remember we go to one of my friend's house. He was rich. He didn't work. His dad made, $500,000 a year, which back then was even more than what it would be today. And all he did, he had a huge house to himself. 4-bedroom house to himself. He had one room, it was probably as big as most front rooms, filled with computers, and we'd all sit there and we'd game. We'd sit there and play like StarCraft, Delta Force, Unreal Tournament, Duke Nukem, like all these old games we used to play. And you all sit down on your own computer and just be part of the same game. It was fantastic. And he was a heavy cigarette smoker, but he also liked cigars. So I remember him giving me a cigar, and so we would enjoy a cigar while we would game. And that was always fun. In fact, that's how I got started with pipes, is I would smoke cigars for my cousin, Sarge, who many of you know, metamorphist. I would smoke, he got me back into cigars. I hadn't smoked in a while, and he got me back into cigars, and then from cigars, I got into pipes, so then I got him into pipes. But, in fact, yesterday, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram. If you guys don't, StogieFarts on Instagram. Check it out. But I smoked a cigar yesterday. And so on Instagram, I put a picture of that up there. So, yeah, I do enjoy an occasional cigar. I got a bunch of them in the house. And by a bunch, I mean a big cooler full of them. But I usually don't smoke them that much. I've just been smoking pipes. Let's see. Mike's Junk, have you ever tried Dunhill Nightcap? Knocked me on my butt. Yeah, knocked me on my butt too. I've enjoyed Dunhill Nightcap. In fact, that has a fantastic flavor. If you've never tried Dunhill Nightcap, I do recommend it, but I recommend it on a full stomach and probably in a small pipe like this. This is a small. Well, even this one's a small pipe, but do it in a small pipe to try it out. Because if you're not used to heavy nicotine, you'll get a good initiation with that one. Red Sox fan, hey man, I love the channel. What kind of tobacco blend do you recommend for a first timer? That's one of those questions I get all the time, and it's like I have trouble answering it because it's like asking me, hey man, what food do you recommend for somebody that's never eaten food before? It's like my tastes are different than your tastes, so. It just depends on your background. If you've never, ever smoked before, I would say go with an aromatic of some kind. If you were a cigarette smoker, then you might, it just all depends. It's hard to say. So I'm sorry for the vague answer, but that's the beauty about pipe smoking is it's going out and finding the things you like. So come on. Hey, leave her alone. Hold on one second. I'm dealing with the animal issues over here. Stop it. Hey, leave her alone. Come on, leave her alone. He will not leave her alone, this poor cat. Watch this. Ah, you fell. How'd that feel? What was I saying? First timer. So, I don't know. You might want to try Lane 1Q. I mean, that was my first tobacco I ever tried for pipes was Lane 1Q. It's real light. It's an aromatic. I think that's a great one for a first timer. Let's see, where are we at? Hold on. I'm trying to keep up with the chat and keep my pipe going and manage these animals. Come on. I just filled this damn thing up. Which way is on? There it goes. Hey, stop clawing at the house. Steve Miller, do you smoke any of the corncob pipes, and how do you compare them to your other pipes? I haven't smoked a corncob in a while, but I have many of them. They smoke great. They don't last as long, but they do last surprisingly a long time. I mean, I guess it depends how much you smoke. I probably have at least ballpark 50 pipes. Excuse me. So it's going to take me 3 lifetimes to go through all the pipes that I have. Now, if you only owned a corn cob and depending on how many times a day you smoked it, I mean, it'll still last you a good while, but you're going to burn through it faster than you are going to be a briar. But nothing wrong with corn cobs. Nothing wrong with corn cobs. So I think everybody should at least have one corn cob in their collection. Let's see here. Joaquim says, started pipe smoking this June and noticed that people in this community are really generous to help new smokers. What's your opinion? Yeah, I mean, very generous. Even the cigar community I found was really generous. But yeah, pipe smoking community, you see people just giving samples away, giving free things away all the time. A lot of times that's because you'll buy something, and you may find you don't like it. And so you want to give it away, not because, it's crap, but just because somebody else may really enjoy it. That happened with me. I don't know if you know the blend, Haunted Bookshop. But John Matches 860 loves that stuff. And when I first started out, we kind of started out around the same time. I think he was before me though a little bit. But I'd see him talking about Haunted Bookshop all the time, and I was like, man. And, you read it, and I think it's heavy burly. But I was like, ooh, that sounds intriguing. So my dumb ass, I go out and buy, I don't know how much I bought of it, but I hated the stuff. I hated the stuff. And I let it sit for a year, and I tried it a year later, after I'd been smoking for a year, still hated it. Couldn't stand it. And so I just gave it away. And, so that's a lot of times you'll see that in the community. Everybody just wants to, hey, if they don't like it, give it away. And, so everybody's real generous in this community. See if I can keep this thing going. Oh, and if I keep looking away, it's because I got my iPad here. So that's where your guys' chat's showing up. So I'm just reading the chat here. David Hill says corn cobs are great for testing out tobaccos. That's true, because they're cheap. And I think they don't really hold on to the... I don't know, because I haven't smoked out of a lot of them, but for the most part, they don't really ghost as much. They don't really hold the flavor of what you smoked before, so you can put in different things to try it out. Mike's Junk asks if I ever inhale. No, I don't. It just looks like I inhale. I retrohale, so I'm taking the smoke in the mouth, and it's coming out the nose. And you can breathe. It looks like I'm breathing. It looks like I'm inhaling. Well, I should say I am breathing. It looks like I'm inhaling, but I'm not. If you don't retrohale, I highly recommend it. It brings out a lot of the flavors. You ever smell something and then your mouth starts watering? It's because your sense of smell is also related to your sense of taste. And it's related. So when you're smoking something, if you retrohale it, if you're bringing it out through the nose, you're engaging the senses of your nose, and it brings out more of the flavors.
I promised Caitlin I would get her enchilada soup. Do you want anything?
Yeah, I'll take those loaded chicken things. But I don't inhale. Now, some people do. My brother, my brother doesn't really film too many pipe videos anymore, but he inhales. He'll just sit there and take a puff and go, and a big old smoke comes out. And it's like, deep from the lungs. And it's like, but he's an ex-cigarette smoker. I don't do that. One, I don't need to. I still get plenty relaxed, feel the effects of nicotine, feel the relaxation, all that, and I don't have to inhale it. So why increase the risk of, why just increase any sort of health risk when you don't have to? That's my philosophy on it. I even have a video on YouTube about it. I think it's called, What's the Point of Smoking Without Inhaling? And I cover all that in that video. But, yeah, it's like, it's like driving with a seatbelt, It's like, why would you drive without a seatbelt on? You could. Doesn't mean you're going to, get in a car accident and get hurt. But if you did get in a car accident, your risk of getting injured is greater without a seatbelt. So it's kind of like that, I'm decreasing the risk of any sort of health hazard by not inhaling, while yet still getting the benefits of the relaxation of the pipe smoking in general. Let's see. This is cool as hell, live YouTube. Hey, Saddle Tramp Piper. Yeah, this is the first time I'm trying it out. So, there's Facebook Live, but I'm hardly on Facebook. I really am. I'm hardly on Facebook. but I'm on YouTube. In fact, I'm even hardly on YouTube. I mean, the way I film videos lately, it's maybe once every 2 or 3 weeks. But I might have a pipe twice a week. So I figured, why not just create a live pipe smoking forum for, when I'm out here. Like right now, I'd be out here sitting by myself, just, I'd be puffing away, looking around, taking in the wonderful nature around me. And by nature, I mean picket fence, next to some annoying neighbors. But yeah, I mean, that it's just like, at least now, you guys could be a part of it. You guys might want to have a pipe with me. You might be on a break at work and just want to keep me on and ask me something, or, I don't know. But yeah, I like this format. Well, hopefully there'll be some more of these. More of these than probably my YouTube videos, like I said, because I don't have to edit this. I can just sit here and talk. Pip's Pipery Practices. I don't find Nightcap too bad. My Mixture 965 is an arse kicker. Durant is my go-to. I never tried Durant, but I love 965. Dunhill's 965. I really enjoy that one. In fact, Dunhill Nightcap will kick your ass. To me, 965 is like a notch below that. Maybe 2 notches below that. So, for me. So, it doesn't bother me at all, but you still got to be careful, but it's not as strong as Nightcap. You ever lose your lunch? Philip Sanchez wants to know if I've ever lost my lunch because of too much nicotine. No, I never puked from it, but I got pretty close. There's been a few times. One was with Dunhill Nightcap. One might have been Billy Bud. A lot of Cornell and Deal blends are pretty strong in nicotine, for me at least. But yeah, I'd smoke a pipe and all of a sudden I'm like feeling woozy, and it by the time you feel it, usually it's too late. That's why it's important when you're smoking a pipe, when you start feeling it, like the second you start feeling like, lightheaded, or you start feeling just a little queasy, stop. Don't, what I used to do, and the mistake that I've made, is I'll look and go, oh, but I only got like a third left. Don't. Just stop right when you feel it, because that's when you'll start to really get the effects. It just piles on. It's like if you're drinking alcohol, and you start feeling, like you've done a little too much, but you got a little bit of your drink left. Don't even bother drinking that little bit left, because your body is still trying to adjust to the chemical changes that you've done to it, and you're going to get even more messed up by stopping, because you're just feeling the effects. Queen City Motion Pictures, love the channel. Happy Corncob Pipe Month. Yeah, I should be smoking a corncob right now. I don't even know. I almost grabbed a corncob too, because I didn't want to grab a big pipe, but then I saw this nice little guy, and I was like, he's small. He's about the size of my corn cobs. It's kind of hard to give you an example of the smallness of this pipe. I'm liking this live feed, says Pip's Pipery Practices. Might have to try it myself sometime. Yeah, like I said, this is the first time I'm trying it. Seems to be pretty cool. I like the interaction. I like that I'm going to be out here anyway, so why not just make it live, and then if you guys want to join in on it, I think that's great. I love that it's open, that I can interact with you guys. Mike's Junk, when I first started pipe smoking, I went to Tobacco Review's website to get suggestions. Yes, me too, and I still do. If there's a blend that someone's talking about that I'm not sure about, tobaccoreviews.com. I really recommend that site. It's great. It's caused me to spend a lot of money. But again, when it comes to tobacco reviews, it's all subjective, right? What I say is great, you might hate. And what you think is great, I might hate. So whenever somebody asks me, what do you recommend? I usually don't. I can only tell you what I like, and you might not like it. You know, that's again going back to what I was just saying about the haunted bookshop. You know, Matches 860 loves the stuff. I couldn't stand it. So, you know, when someone asks what's good to smoke, I can only tell you what I like to smoke. All right, let's see. Yeah, Mike's junk was talking about me relighting. Now, if I wasn't out here talking, I probably wouldn't be relighting. I can keep a pipe going pretty good, at least until about the bottom third. Then it starts, you know, depending on what you're smoking, it gets more moisture, it gets harder to light. But forget it. When I'm doing a YouTube video or talking like this, where I'm the only one doing the talking, it's hard to keep it going. What is your death row smoke after your last meal? My death row smoke after my last meal. I don't know, man. Guess it depends what I'm on death row for. Hey, stop it. How's the aquaponics? It's doing great, man. Well, I don't know if you saw me in the beginning here. Let me show you how cheap I am. It's starting to get cold here. Weather's starting to get down in the 40s at night, and I have like 6 or 7 jalapeno plants. I love jalapenos. I don't want them to die from the frost. Well, my cheap ass, instead of just, you know, getting like greenhouse material, I took bubble wrap because I got a ton of bubble wrap, and I made my own little mini greenhouse out of bubble wrap. So what you see covered is some tomatoes and some jalapenos. But yeah, I was going to do a YouTube video on that. Now I'm not sure since I'm just doing it here. But yeah, I just taped a bunch of bubble wrap together and then just threw it over the system and held it up with some sticks. So maybe in a minute I'll take you guys over there closer to the aquaponics, if you guys care. Yeah, Mike's junk was talking about how tough it is to stop when you got 1/3 of the bowl left. But it really is important. If you start feeling sick, just stop. You know, it's sort of like a bell curve, or it's like it's like a snowball going down a hill. When it starts rolling down because of gravity, that's when you start feeling sick. And whether you keep smoking or not, that ball is still going to be going downhill. Your health is going to, or your feelings, your sick feelings are going to like increase because your body is just now starting to feel it. You know, it's not like, oh, I feel sick, let me stop, and it just stops and goes away. It's like when you start feeling it, it's going to keep growing on you even when you stop. And the only way that, like yesterday when I smoked that cigar, and same with the cigar, like I'll show you right here. I got down to like the last third, and I really wanted to finish that bad boy. It was so good. But when I got to that last third, I started feeling it, and I went inside, and I ate probably 6 Hershey bars, 4 boxes of Nerds, a bunch of Snickers. Like, I just started cramming candy down my throat because I needed like some sugar to counteract the nicotine, because it just starts to hit you. Let's see. Excuse me. Have you ever tried rehydrating old tobacco? Says Mike's junk. Yes. In fact, this is rehydrated, this Larry's blend. I have a video on my YouTube channel. If you just go to my channel and then click the little search bar on my videos and type in rehydrating or rehydrating tobacco, you'll see it. I do it all the time. It doesn't. It makes it smokable again. It doesn't bring it back to its full glory. And the more, I think the more you rehydrate it, you'll lose less and less of whatever flavor was there. But it's definitely a great way of making old, dried out tobacco smokable again. And it's super easy, because if you got to go to my channel, you got to find the video on rehydrating tobacco. Or if you just type in YouTube, StogieFarts, rehydrating tobacco, it'll be like the first thing that comes up. And it's a really easy method. It just uses a bottle cap and a coffee filter. And it works every single time. Cisco, what's up, man? Hope all's going well down there. Cisco 76, my brother from another mother. All right, Dave Hill, can you grow things with aquaponics that you wouldn't grow naturally in your area? Well, what makes something grow naturally in your area? It's the environment. So, you know, you can't just grow anything, because if something is not tolerant to heat and you live in a real hot environment, it's not going to survive. But what the advantage with the aquaponics is, it's for the most part, it's self-contained. It's constantly watering itself. So you can go away on vacation and you don't have to, if you had a nice garden, you don't have to worry about it drying out. So even in the heat of the summer, it's constantly watering itself and taking care of itself. The only thing you got to take care of is the fish. And that just means feeding, and that means, making sure their water is good. So every week I do a 20% water change. And in fact, yesterday I just cleaned the filter. And so I cleaned out the filter, did a water change, and that's it. And when you want to grow something, it's super easy. You just move aside the rocks, stick it in, walk away, and that's it. Let's see. I was going to turn on some music for you guys too, but let me see if it's charged yet. All right. Hang tight, guys. Hang tight. I got this piece of shit old iPhone 4, and I'm trying to. I thought I had Spotify on here. I was gonna play some music. Apparently, I don't. What the hell? All right, maybe I can download it. Let's see, Simon Grant. Hey, Jeff, you brightened up my Sunday night, checking in from across the pond. Great stuff. Great stuff. Thanks, Simon. Across the pond. I'd love to go over there someday, but I can't stand flying. I don't like airplanes. So until they make a teleporting device or a transcontinental underwater subway system, I don't see myself going over there. Alright, let me try something here. Hey, John! We were just talking about you. I was telling them how you love Haunted Bookshop, and I couldn't stand the stuff. I think I even threw it in the garbage, and the garbage spit it back out. But that just goes to show that we're all different. We're all brothers in pipe smoking, but our taste buds could be vastly different. All right, hold on a sec. I'm gonna see if I can turn on some music on my iPad without it screwing anything up.
next 30 minutes are ad-free, thanks to the following sponsor. Greetings.
Damn commercials.
More merriment to the holiday season with a special offer on a brand new Volvo. It's our way of wishing you happy holidays this year. Get 3 months on us when you purchase a lease new Volvo.
LOL. John says it still knocks me over sometimes too.
Now, enjoy the next 30 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I tried it. I was telling the guys here on the chat that I tried it, and even after like a year of, I tried it, hated it, smoked for a year or two, learned what pipe smoking was all about, learned, the ins and outs and whatnot, thought, hey, maybe I'll come back to it. Maybe it'll be fantastic now. Still couldn't stand it. In fact, I think I gave it to Metamorphist, if I remember. And I think even he didn't like it. I think he gave it to somebody else. Alright, let me see if I can download Spotify on this thing. My God, I can't even see this thing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, if the music's too loud right now, let me know, because it's playing on my iPad, which is like right next to the phone. Saddle Tramp, yeah, it's just like Periscope. The only difference is Periscope, I would see the chat on the screen of the device I'm looking at. Right now, YouTube's app doesn't allow you to do live video. You got to use a third-party app. So on my phone, which is what I'm looking at right now, is a third-party app streaming it to YouTube. And then I have my iPad over here, where I keep looking this direction. My iPad has YouTube open, and then I'm reading the chat from there. All right. You guys ever go back to like old cell phones and just go, what the hell? How did I exist with this old piece of crap? That's how I feel with this thing. The old iPhone 4. I had this thing for like years. Like iPhone 6 was out, and I was like, what do I need an iPhone 6 for? I got an iPhone 4. And then you actually upgrade, and then you realize how much time you wasted with like old technology. Red Sox Patriots, why some tobacco blends produce more smoke than others, and is it a difference? I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know if the different leaf and the tobacco, if some of it's more smoky as far as that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if some has to do with the hydration. Depending on how hydrated it is, could affect how much, how much smoke it produces. But that's the other great thing about this chat, unlike Periscope, is you guys can all... Well, no, I guess Periscope you can do that too. What am I saying? I was going to say you guys can, like, interact with each other too, so you can answer each other's questions, I mean, what do I know? I'm just a dumbass who smokes a pipe. Some of the stuff I know stuff about, other stuff I'm just as new and green as the next guy. Do I think Trump will be good for tobacco? Asks Mike's Junk. That's a tricky question. I've actually thought about it. Because Trump himself has never smoked. He's never drank. So for somebody who's never smoked or never drank alcohol, how much of a advocate are they going to be to protect that? But at the same time, I believe he wants to trim the fat of the government, you know, not have so much government controlling the people. And so, on that note, you would think it should be a good choice. Um, so we'll have to see. All right, let me see if my download worked. Hmm. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what you guys think, but I'm hoping it's, you know, I live in California, so I'm screwed either way, because the way it's going to work is, you know, Trump can only affect something, or the president in general can only affect something at a federal level. So even if he says no more tobacco bans, it's all open, it's all free. On a federal level, he can do that, but then it just goes back to the states. And that my state of California is extremely liberal and extremely controlling, and they're all about taxes, and they're all about doing the most crazy, unconventional crap. So California would just say, well, we're not going to listen to the federal government, we're going to pass our own state laws, and they would probably ban it. You know, one thing that just happened, you may not know about it if you're not in California, and I was going to do a YouTube video on this, but now, who knows how these live things work, maybe I won't. But we had two propositions on the California ballot, right? One of them was legalizing marijuana, and the other was, do you want to increase taxes on tobacco? The legalization of marijuana passed, flying colors, like almost 60% passed. And almost the same amount of percentage was for taxing tobacco. And to me that makes no sense. No sense. Why on earth would you pass marijuana and tax tobacco at the same time? I guarantee you half the potheads out there, and I have nothing against marijuana, I have nothing against smoking it, so don't take my words wrong. I have nothing against it. But a lot of people that are pro-marijuana are for taxing tobacco, and it makes absolutely no sense. Because tobacco was where marijuana was at one point in the past. And guess what? When the day comes, hopefully it doesn't, but if the day ever came in this scenario where tobacco becomes illegal, who do you think they're going to go after next? They're going to go after the marijuana smokers. And then they're going to be complaining about, why are my taxes being increased? Well, guess what? All these bills about increasing tobacco tax, you know, those are the same lawsuits and the same statutes in the law that are going to be referenced as fodder, as ammunition to go against you. They're going to start passing higher and higher marijuana taxes, and they're going to reference, you know, Smith versus the United States government on tobacco or something. And they're going to say, because we did it there, we can do it to marijuana. It's just, it's so stupid. You know, the whole let's tax everything. I don't even want to get started on that, man. I'm just going to get, it's like, pisses me off. Come on. Jesus. Yeah, a lot of states, you know, like Washington. I mean, California is just. I love the state. I mean, I love the location. Let's put it that way. Like, born and raised here, and the weather's great for the most part. We can use a little more rain, to be honest, but you know, we don't get blistering cold winters or anything like that. But the older I get, the more I realize government who run this state, they got their heads so far up their ass, they, you know, it just, oh my god, it just bothers me. Alright, check my download. Alright. Hold on one sec, guys. I'm gonna try to put my music on a better device. Hold on, zombie cat. Alright, hold on. Hold on, guys. There we go. There we go. If it's too loud, just let me know. This is what I see right here. So see, there's my iPad. Here's where you guys are all chatting. Oh wait, hold on. And then there's my sound system right now. Tobacco, water, and then this guy, zombie cat. Hey you. I wish I could get a good good shot of her eyes. She's got like ice blue eyes, but oh, where you at? There you are, turkey. Yep, there's zombie cat for you. How did David Blaine do the frog trick? I didn't see his latest. Special, so I don't know what's on there yet. But I never met David Blaine. I did speak with Chris Angel before. He wanted me to do some business with him. So I talked with him. Some other Vegas magicians, people that have been on America's Got Talent. A lot of those guys know me or buy stuff from me. I'm trying to catch up with all the chat, so sorry guys. Can you guys hear me okay as far as the music? Because I have the speaker literally right next to you guys. So let me know if you can hear me. Haze, those are good. I like those cigars. Let's see. Brian M says, I just installed an exhaust fan with smoked cigars inside. What do you think I should christen it with? I'd love to have something like that. I don't have a proper man cave at this point. My garage is dedicated to my inventory, magic inventory, and stuff that I ship, and all my shipping supplies. So that would be the closest thing to my man cave, which I don't have. But in the future, I would like to have a proper man cave, and it would be nice to have an exhaust like that. Papa Jocka wants to know what my brother's channel name is. His channel name is Evo Masher. EVOMAS. Well, I'll just type it in the chat. Let's see. Oh. I will type it if I could type. Evo Masher. So that's it in the chat. But he's really into card collecting, actually like trading cards, like Garbage Pail Kids, Walking Dead. So a lot of his videos, even I don't watch now, because it's just him opening trading cards, and I can't stand that. So I don't watch it, but you're welcome to check it out. In fact, I told him I was supposed to text him when I was gonna do the live stuff here, and forgot. He was gonna watch the channel with you guys. See if I can send a message right now. All right. Do you guys watch Trailer Park Boys? I've been watching. I love that show. It's on Netflix. If you guys have Netflix, they have thousands of episodes. They have like 9 or 10 seasons. They got a bunch of individual like live shows, and then the Netflix just released one called Trailer Park Boys in Europe. It's really funny. I really like it. Juan Mendoza, stop smoking. It can kill you. Yeah? So can walking. So can crossing the road. You guys never told me if you can hear me okay. I really want to turn the music up loud. I got a playlist on Spotify called Pipe, Smoke, and Rock. And I'm playing songs from it. Yeah, Saddle Tramp. TPB. Shave, look at that. Got a lot of gray hair coming in too. Sucks. Getting old sucks. Alright, thanks Louise for letting me know. I just noticed another thing about the chat for you guys looking at the YouTube live. If I tap on one of your guys' names, I can go to your channel, I can remove you from the chat, I can put you in timeout, or I can block you. I don't think I'd ever do that. That's pretty cool that you got that control. Gotta love Ricky on that show, huh? For those of you who don't know about Trailer Park Boys, it's hilarious, but one of the guys is a total pothead. He just wants to get high all the time. And I think that's when I started smoking a cigar yesterday, as I was watching it. He rolled a joint or something, he was smoking it, and I was like, well, I want to smoke now too. And I wasn't going to roll a joint, but I grabbed a cigar. Have I tried to smoke 2 pipes at once? Yeah, as a matter of fact, that's how I usually smoke a pipe. What's up, Emily Rock? No, it's not ganja. I am smoking Barbados Plantation. See that? Sweet Barbados rum. Smooth and rich. Just like me. Alright. You want to see Zombie Cat again, huh? Hey. Toy toy. There she is for you. Eye boogers and all.
Don't go in the house if you believe in evil. Don't go in the house because the people who live there are not people anymore.
Alright.
Go in the house, but if you do, don't say we didn't warn
There we go.
you.
Two-faced woman with your two-faced
Oh, this is a great song right here.
lies. I hope your two-faced living make you satisfied. You told me, baby, I was your only one.
This is a great speaker, by the way.
Well, you've been
Bose.
running around town with every mother's son. Told your story about women like you. Told your story about the things you do.
Alright.
I used to
Almost
think
done
that
with
you was
pipe
sugar
number
and
1.
spice. I should've listened to
This is
my
one of those like
mom
few
and
days where like I have nothing going on. Well, I always have something, but I choose not to do other things and just sit out here and relax.
sometimes you win.
But yeah, I might go out there and do some aquaponic stuff. I just fed the fish before I started this little chat. Starting to get a little cold for the koi. The temperature was 59 degrees, so they're starting to freeze their little tiny koi balls off. You know, one of the things I'm waiting to do, because it's not legal yet, is online gambling in California. Specifically Poker Stars. What I'd like to do is have these live videos where you'd see me on the screen, you know, maybe like in the upper corner somewhere you'd see me, but then the main screen you'd see me playing online poker. And I'm going to sit down at a table and you'll watch me gamble for real money, and we'll just see if we can run it up, take some money, and we'll just see how high we can turn our money. But right now, Poker Stars is not legal in California. My newest pipe that I have acquired. The last pipe I bought was my OMS Dublin pipe. But Jason Dagner gave me a few pipes that I still haven't even smoked out of yet. But with some of the latest Dagner pipes I have. Those are my last ones. What's up, Diego Mercado? He wants a shout out from Santa Ana, California. So what's up, Diego? Oh. Yeah. Alright, I got some food. If you guys have a Chili's near you, this stuff is the bomb right here. Hold on. Hold on. Hold your horses. It's loaded, what are they? Loaded chicken bites or something? It's boneless chicken, loaded chicken breasts or something. There's ranch. It's just chicken drizzled in cheese, bacon, jalapenos right there, and green onions. And that melts in your mouth. So I'm going to eat right now. And you're going to watch me. I love Zombie Cat, says Kenichu. Kenichu Clements. Yeah, she's a little pain in the ass, but she's grown on me. She, pretty sure you guys all know the story about how I got to have her. And how she literally came back from the dead. Pat. Hold on, I got food. Pat Shimon. Pat Shyman. Jamie. Says he stopped smoking pipes 14 years ago. He came across a magic trick video on my channel and it convinced him to buy a pipe again. Well, that's good. Yeah, you know what? I was just on Skype with my cousin Metalmorphist, Scott Harris, who you know as Sparky Pipes, and Jason McNary. We were all on Skype. I have a magic video on my channel that has been seen 1.3 million times. Isn't that insane? So that's probably the video you saw. 1.3 million times. I mean, it's not even a great magic trick. I mean, I messed up, and if you read the comments on it, I think I got more thumbs down than I got thumbs up on that video. And half the comments are telling me how stupid I am, how I'm a dumb, ugly motherfucker. I'm disgusting for farting on my video. I suck. I should get hit by a car. These are all like comments on that video. But yet it still gets seen. And it's still monetized and it's still making me money. So I just laugh every time I see that stuff. But yeah, I run a magic shop, so if you're into magic, check out MJM Magic. That's MJM Magic.
Please try my
What's up, Diego?
delicious mutton.
I'm gonna try and keep making videos, brother.
Journeys.
It's pretty good stew.
It's hard sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
I could have sat out right here and made a video, but I gotta have space on my phone to do it, which I usually don't. And then if I, then you gotta edit it and upload it, and there's just a lot more. Where this, I just hit record, or I just hit go live, and here I am, live with you fine folks. So much easier. Mike's Junk wants to know if I ever purchased estate pipes. I have estate pipes. Did I purchase them? I don't know. I don't know if I purchased any estate pipes. But I have some. And they're fine. You can find some really good ones. I think, though, I would only purchase an estate pipe if well, this goes without saying, but if it's a pipe I really wanted. So if I always wanted a Dunhill, and the only way I can get a Dunhill affordably would be to buy somebody else's Dunhill, I would do it. But I got so many pipes right now. I have no need to buy any other pipes at this point. The only time I'll buy a pipe, really, honestly, is probably that I'm at like a pipe show or a pipe meetup and somebody is there selling pipes and I want to support them. You know, the last pipe meetup I was at, in fact, Luis De Leon was there. I think he's still in the chat. But Paul Menard was there, so Paul from Paul's Pipes. And he's a dear friend of mine, too. You know, I've gone to his house, we've hung out numerous times in person, just a good dude. But he was there, and he was selling pipes. And I don't need any more pipes. Like I said, I got at least 50 pipes. And out of those 50 pipes, I probably got 10 or 15 of them I've never even smoked. But Paul was selling pipes, and I love Paul. I want to support him in his craft, and so I bought a Devil Ants off him for a couple $100. Did I need it? No, but it was beautiful. I never had a Devil Ants, so I wanted a Devil Ants. So it was like killing two birds with one stone. I got a pipe shape, a Devil Ants that I wanted and never had, and I was supporting a friend who I believe in. So that's usually the only way I'm gonna buy pipes now. And you know, so if a friend had an estate pipe that I like, I'll probably buy one too. Mike wants to know, it's winter time. Is it time for the big beard? No, this is probably a week of not shaving. You know, when I look back at some of my videos, my beard videos, I mean, it was probably down to here. And that took me, 2 years to grow. And my wife hated every day of those 2 years. And I thought that, the problem with growing a beard is you get attached to it. So, you grow it, and then you're afraid to cut it. And so it gets longer, and which makes you more afraid, because then you know how much time you put into it. I mean, you're constantly combing it and grooming it and putting beard oil in it, and it just becomes a part of you. It's like an extension of you. And it became really hard for me to shave it off. But it got to the point where I thought, where am I going to stop? Am I going to let this thing grow all the way down to the floor? Because if you're not going to let it grow all the way down to the floor, why are you growing it? Are you just growing it just to, so for me, I was growing it to see what I'd look like, see how long I can go. And I got to a point where I was like, okay, I grew it for 2 years.
Moving furniture out of the way.
You can't say that that's a fad, because that's 2 years of your life.
Won't cost you a penny.
And so it just got to the point where I was like, okay, I did it. I could say I grew a big beard. And I don't know if I would do it again. I'm sure I will. But it probably won't be till some point later in life.
Unique specialty items and requirements may be priced separately. Valid through December 7th.
Do I support the Trump wall? Yes, I do. I do support the Trump wall. And I'll clarify that.
Sometimes you just really, really want to hear a certain song.
I'm not against immigration.
Premium, you can play
I'm
anything
against
you like,
illegal immigration. There's laws in this country for a reason. You follow the laws, immigrate here, bring them all in, legally. There's a process for it. My ancestors came here legally. They came from Italy. They had to go through Ellis Island. They were Italian immigrants, but they did it legally. So all these people that go, you guys are hypocrites. This is a nation full of immigrants. How can you be against immigration? I'm not against immigration. I'm against illegal immigration. Well, we shouldn't be building walls. We should be building bridges. All these people that say that, I guarantee you, unless you live in the middle of nowhere, you lock your doors at night, right? I mean, there is a lock on your front door. Why have a lock on your front door? It's to keep people out of your house that don't belong in your house. You can invite people in your house, and that's fine. But you don't want people just walking in on your house. So it's the same thing. Your country is just like your house, right? And you need to be able to control who comes in and who comes out. Well, not who comes out, but it's basically, it's not, we're not building a wall to keep people in. It's not like Berlin or the Eastern Germany back, in the Cold War. We're not trying to keep people in and imprison people. We're trying to keep people out that don't come here legally. So that's my thoughts on it. Hey, StogieFarts, and sorry, I don't know your name because it's in Russian or whatever, so I can't pronounce your screen name. I watch your channel for a long time. It's the first time you're streaming. Why so rarely? Well, it's the first time that I tried it. I mean, it's, I don't know.